Hello everyone, this is Snowbird Bob back again with you today. Today is Saturday, March the 6th, 2021. And what we're going to be talking about today is the upcoming next 7 to 14 days. It looks like that we're going to be into a very active weather pattern starting midweek forward, and especially the mid-month time frame. It looks like that our first chances of severe weather is going to be across the central and southern part of the southern plains as we head into middle and later this week, associated with a big cold front coming through. And this could produce most likely it's going to be large hail and high winds. As you can see, the K index over part of the region is not too bad, and then you look at surface Cape is not that high at all, so I don't see any kind of bad severe tornado outbreaks or anything like that. But we could be dealing with some heavy rainfall, large hail, and some straight line winds as we get into later this week. Also, we're going to be looking at a potential of several systems coming across, bringing some snow across the northern, central, and possibly even the southern United States as we get into later next weekend into the following week. And this could transpire across the area into the eastern part of the United States, all the way south into Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and all the way up into the northeastern and North England area could see some snow potential too. Before I get started here, do you like knowing all the weather possibilities, in the long range? I ask you to, if you could consider subscribing and liking the channel. And like I said in my introduction video, I'm not that good at editing, so I'm not going to really edit nothing because I don't really know how to edit. So some of my bloopers and mess ups and stops and stuttering is going to be in there, but I will get better as I make further future content, future videos out there. So anyway, I appreciate y'all, and let's get started here. We're going to take a look at the 6C GFS. And this shows the potential, this is the K index, the potential thunderstorm activity, and you can see that our first opportunity is going to be into later this week. It's Wednesday and Thursdays. We get a cold front coming to the area. We're going to see some potential showers and thunderstorms, possibly severe over parts of northern Texas, into Oklahoma, into Kansas, Missouri, northern Arkansas, into Indiana. And to Illinois, Indiana, and to southern Michigan here, and Ohio and Pennsylvania. Now, a lot of this area up there is going to be dealing with some heavy rainfall, and possibly, like I said, possibly some large hail and straight line winds. But then it looks like it's an ongoing situation, so we can see some very heavy rainfall, especially over parts of Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, into Illinois and Indiana. And then it kind of forms into a straight line wind threat as we get into the weekend. It's going to be kind of moving across. You can see here it'll be moving across Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, into Alabama, into Georgia, and then finally kind of fades out as it gets into South Carolina, North Carolina. So that's our severe weather and heavy rainfall threat. And then we'll take a look at the surface mount going forward here. As you can see, there's not a lot going on over the next 3 or 4 days. It's kind of tranquil weather. The Northeast starts to warm up a little bit, and so does the southern United States, central plains. And then we start to get our first storm system across the north as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, where we could see some potential heavy snowfall across North Dakota, South Dakota, into Minnesota. And then as we take it out a little further, the bigger system that I've been looking at is around that March the 12th and 13th time frame. I think we could see some big, and this right here needs to be watched because it's really not set in stone exactly who's going to see the heaviest snow and the most severe weather. Right now it looks like anywhere from Colorado into Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, into Nebraska, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio Valley here could see the potential biggest threat as we move into that later week. And this could be kind of a two-punch combo. You could get hit with some showers and thunderstorm, potential severe weather on the southern side, and on the northern side see some heavy snow. And then as that system wraps up, you could see even more heavy snow, and it just don't stop there. I'm sorry about that. Let me take it out a little further here. You can see that as we get into next week, we got a potential another system, and this one could actually be further south. Another models is not really showing that, Right now, the model's kind of all over the place, but as we go to get into phase into phase 2, 3, and 1, we're going to see the potential of some much colder air into the area. And I don't think any of the models are handling the cold air as we move in, especially past day 4 and 5. They never do. Every time you got, true Arctic air into the pattern like that. So I think we're going to have to watch out for some snowfall across lots of the country here, and we can pull it up. Let's take a look at the 16-day snowfall map. You can see it's pretty locked in and consistency the last couple runs here. You can see it's got some heavy snowfall for parts of Oklahoma. Let's see, this would be parts of Colorado, northern Texas, Oklahoma Panhandle, into Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, up into Minnesota, into Wisconsin here. But I do think that we could see some heavier snowfall across the northern Ohio Valley here as we get over the next couple weeks here. So I think it's going to be really active. And even the South. I think the southern United States, like Texas, northern Texas, Oklahoma, into maybe as far south as northern Louisiana, into Arkansas, into possibly Mississippi, northern Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee. I think that winter weather is definitely going to be on the table for y'all too as we get out into that March the 14th, 15th point forward out there. So I think that it's a lot going on. I think we get a break for the next 3 or 4 days, and then as we get into the middle and latter part of this week, we got a big storm system coming in. It's going to produce potential severe weather and then winter weather on the northern side, and that's a lot. It's going to depend on the track of that, how far south the winter weather is, and just how much severe weather we're going to have. And then we got another storm system after that into this weekend that's going to be moving through the area across the southern central United States, moving into the Ohio Valley, into the northeast, that can produce some snow for y'all out there in parts of the northeast out there. So that's all I have for y'all today. I appreciate y'all tuning in, everybody, and y'all have a great day, everyone.